Hello again. This is a different phone. Oh yes. Right, so got my new phone set up, using it as a camera. Got my other phone, which is actually still a phone with a SIM card, that's in my pocket. So I've got two phones on me. Get known as Two Phones Bill. I don't know why. Anyway, yes, going to try this out today. Not really having a walk for the sake of a walk, but more a walk for the sake of doing stuff with the phone. Going to go up to Mules Park, get some sort of shots there where it's very, very green. Go down into the Dell part, get some shots where it's not such good light. And try the macro out. Try the zoom out a few times. Then I want to go down onto the Seawall and at least catch one or two trains around and see how that comes out. And just give it a good old test, actually. Here's a funny one for all you coincidence fans out there. Work this one out. I was doing this on exactly the same date, the 17th of May, but 2023, I just received the phone that went wrong. So it had exactly a year of service, and a year ago today I was walking around testing that one out. So I'm going to do, drop the link to that video if you want to see it. Why not, you might do. And anyway, let's just get up Mules Park, see what happens. So 5 trees, but really there's 6. Now one thing I have noticed about this phone, it's got a slightly slower zoom. My other zoom is a lot faster. There's a possibility that because it was zooming so fast, when I went between 1 and 2 times like that, the 2 times would never focus. Possibly because it was too fast. Anyway, that'll be something you will notice different from now on, that the zoom is a slightly different speed. But as long as it's all in focus, that's all we're worried about. Coming up on a wooden doggo under this tree, which is covered in leaves now. Remember filming it a while ago and saying about the branch that comes down here. This branch here, saying you could sit on it. When I was showing you that, there's virtually no leaves on the tree. Crazy. Hello, boy. There's a good doggy. Whoa, what a good boy. Yes, my favourite wooden doggy of all the wooden doggies. Mustn't forget to test the selfie camera. Well, I want to just check in on the orchard while I'm up here anyway, see how that's coming along. Macro lens. Here we go. Community orchard. Oh, it's coming on, isn't it? Very nice. Lovely. Don't forget to dip your dog. Dog dip. Oh yes. What a tree. 5 times zoom to the top. Two times zoom. Lovely. Of course, there's the old beacon skull. Now it's flat. Granddaughter's birthday today. Doesn't time fly? 8 years old today. So happy birthday to her. I won't say her name. But she's getting taken out somewhere tonight, briefly, for a treat. And we're going over to their house. Not going with them, but we're going to look after the grandson, who isn't going. So we'll look after the grandson, then when they come back she can have her presents and we can have a little birthday tea to celebrate with her. I think they're putting some pizzas in or something, they said. So that'd be nice. But that's not till later on, so it doesn't affect me this morning. Everything's looking pretty good so far. especially the 2x focus, which is something I was semi-concerned about, because I never used 2x focus on the other one, or 2x zoom, sorry, because it was never quite in focus. Gunera, that's it. You know how many times I do something and I say, I can't find the word, and then it appears above me in the video with a little star next to it, where I correct myself. Gunera, yes, I found the word, lovely, I won't forget that now. Smashing. Bit of bamboo, who don't like a bit of bamboo? Drop back to normal mode now. This is just standard shot. There's the original Gunera. The size of it. Another one starting up. Just there. Little mini plant. Some smaller ones there as well. Yes. Here we go. Here's the branch that causes the arch across the path with the red leaves. Interesting to see how the colours come out, because it's not very bright at the moment. I know what it normally looks like, but I think everything seems, yeah, so far, as what I can tell in the little screen, everything's looking good. Another standard shot I usually take. I know what this is supposed to look like. That's the bank where all the daffodils were, or the few daffodils this year, now overgrown. Certainly looks different down here. Yes, the zoom on this phone is basically the same speed zoom as I had on my 4A. And of course, when I got my original 7 Pro, I just thought, oh, they've sped up the zoom a bit. But I think possibly from day one, there may have been a slight problem with the zoom speed, meaning it wasn't quite focusing as it should. So I cut a lot of the blurry bits out in the edit when I zoom in. Might not have to do that anymore. That'd be nice. Of course, the ultimate test, you can guess what's going to happen now, can't you? So there we go, it can be used to recreate Norman. Perfect. Again, in order to make comparisons, I'm going to pop onto the observation deck, get some of my standard normal shots, see how they came out compared to the others. Here we go, 5x zoom, not the brightest day, so not going to capture that much detail. But I want to see whether or not everything's at an angle again. Hopefully it isn't. I've stuck there to see the pier because I want to see if it stays level in the edit. Again, is that headland straight, or will I have to rotate it? Looks, line it up on the lines. Yeah, slightly. Is that going to be straight? We'll have to see. Of course, I'm fully aware that most normal people, which I don't consider myself to be one of, would go and do loads of tests like this before they made the video. But nope, not me. I'm doing it live. You're coming with me. There we go. You're seeing what I'm seeing. Right, just going to take it down onto the seawall now. See if we can see a train or two. Have a play with the zoom. 5x zoom. Doggy excited to have his ball thrown. 10x zoom. Two times. Normal. Wide angle. Wind blocker on. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wind blocker off. 2, 3, 4, 5. 22 times zoom. That's Jason's garden, top of the cliffs. Here's our first test subject. Whee! That's 2 times zoom. Again, we want to see whether or not A, it's level, and B, it's in focus. No, not a happy train. That seemed a lot smoother than normal. Normally when I zoom in like that on the last bit of the shot, I have to sort of cut it because it's so blurry and jarring, line it back up again and melt the two together. But that looked almost acceptable from here. Looking forward to seeing this footage on the big screen. This is restarted at 2 times. This is restarted at 5 times. Drop back to 2. Drop back to 1. Drop back to wide angle. Yes. Will it be a happy train? Happy train! Yes. A little bit of warmth in the sun now. Right, I don't think I'm going to see any more trains, so I'm going to head back just along the seafront as far as the demolition and the pier. Get some familiar shots there. 20 times zoom. That boat appears to be pulling that. There we go, both of them together. Walking along on the 2 times zoom. Will it be in focus and will the stabilisation work? Looking right on the screen. Thornhill. Now is this level? Or do I have to adjust it by exactly 2 degrees like normal? I'll know now in the edit. Drop down to 2, to 1, to wide, to 1, to 2, 5. Yes, a lot smoother. There goes Chris, the white jacket. It's a nice chat with him. Lovely. Chris was asking me if I knew what was happening with the demolition over here, and I said I don't know, and I still don't really know, because I've got a situation where I sent my information on Facebook. There's definitely toilets. Whether or not they're just reinforcing one side and then building underneath, or they're knocking the whole thing down, is still up in the air. But apparently there's no one working here today. Now, there was about 3 posts being put in when I came here yesterday, and now there's 4. So yeah, okay. So there's the trench that they've dug with a line along it in orange, and they're ramming those posts down. There's loads more of them up the end there to ram down. There we go, that's all we can really say about it today. All we can say. And of course we have to look at the tables, formerly known as the captain's tables. Make sure the phone can film them okay. Very important. Send it back if it can't film the captain's tables, formerly known as. Two-time zoom. Again, it appears to be in focus on the phone screen, but we will know when we're in edit. So I say it wouldn't focus in 2 times.
Oh yeah, there's one here. Shell. There's one here. Shell.
Might as well still get some shots while it's still there. Say we don't know if they're going to build underneath or they're taking the whole thing down at the moment. Don't know yet. Macro. Two-time zoom. No seagull on top of the fountain today. Checking the focus 2 times on the baking sign, bake shop sign. There we go. Hope that wasn't too boring for you with all my zooming in and out and stuff like that, but it's stuff I needed to try out. Hopefully it's okay. Hopefully you're even better quality videos from now on. Seems alright so far. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.